Last night, we had the further development when more redacted emails from the Office of Management and Budget were produced. I think Representative Crow showed you these. These are among the documents that were just released. I'm sure that if we could read under those redactions, it would be a very perfect email. But you have to ask, what is being redacted here? What is so important to keep confidential during the course of an impeachment inquiry? As you can see, right up until last night, evidence continues to be produced. The truth is going to come out. Indeed, the truth has already come out, but more and more of it will. More emails are going to come out. More witnesses are going to come forward. They're going to have more relevant information to share. And the only question is, do you want to hear it now? Do you want to know the full truth now? Do you want to know just who was in the loop? Sounds like everyone was in the loop. You want to know how broad this scheme was? We have the evidence to prove that President Trump ordered the aid withheld. He did so to coerce Ukraine to help his re-election campaign. He withheld a White House meeting to coerce the same sham investigations. We can and will prove President Trump guilty of this conduct and of obstructing the investigation into his misconduct. But you and the American people should know who else was involved in this scheme. You should want the whole truth to come out. You should want to know about every player in this sordid business. It isn't within your power to do so. And I would urge you, even if you're prepared to vote to convict and impeach and remove this president, to find out the full truth about how far this corruption goes. Because I think the public has a right to know. Now, yesterday we made the case for why you should hear this additional evidence and testimony. This morning I introduced you to the broad sweep of the president's conduct. And then during the course of today, we walked you through a factual chronology in real time about how this plot unfolded. And during that factual chronology today, you saw that in March of this year, Giuliani began that smear campaign against Ambassador Yovanovitch in order to get her fired by President Trump. Something he would later admit was necessary to get her out of the way because she was going to be in the way of these two investigations.
Only at Firestone Complete Auto Care.
This is the supposed anti-corruption effort by the president to get rid of a woman who has dedicated her career to representing the United States, often in dangerous parts of the world, to fighting corruption and to promoting the rule of law. This plot begins with getting her out of the way, with the president saying that she's going to go through some things. This anti-corruption reformer, this U.S. patriot, this plot begins with getting her out of the way. And tellingly, and this says so much about the administration, tellingly, it wasn't enough just to recall her or fire her. The president could have done that any time. No, they wanted to destroy her because she had the audacity to stand in their way.